Thank you for tuning in to IU Field Hockey Weekly. The field hockey season has come to an end. A lot of positives to come from it. I'm Brian Singer, and we'll be joined by senior Sydney Sapika and head coach Amanda Janney to highlight those positives, move on to the off-season process a little bit, senior game coming up, all that and some more. Keep it locked right here.
Indiana fight!
Let's move over to Adam Silver's land, the land where a franchise player can sit out every other day to protect his future, and it's looked at as acceptable. IU 6-7 will have a chance to improve that this weekend with two Big Ten battles. The first one coming on the road Friday in Columbus. They'll look to improve that road record while they look to keep the upbeat pace at home Sunday versus Penn State. For videographer Juliana Sherry, coach Amanda Janney, and freshman goalkeeper from Germany, Noel Roeder, I'm Brian Singer. We'll see you next time. That 123-70 win by the Dallas Mavericks, largest margin of victory since they beat the New York Knickerbockers back in 2010. Another edition of IU Field Hockey Weekly underway. I'll be joined by Coach Amanda Janney and junior center defender Kate Barber, and we'll be able to go over last weekend's game, a 2-0 victory versus Rutgers, and preview the Big Ten tournament play, Indiana versus Penn State in the quarterfinals. 5 Big Ten wins this year. To kind of put things in perspective, it took Indiana 5 years before this year to rack up 5 Big Ten wins, and it's become a tougher conference as the years have gone on. So why was this team so successful in conference play? We'll get to American in a second, but Coach, I want to talk about Noel, freshman goalkeeper who we had on 2 weeks ago. 16 saves in this game versus Maryland. What is the difference between this year's team, which is now 8-7, above 500 Big Ten play, done great. At home, they've done great. So what's the big difference between this year's team and years past? IU now stands at 8-9, 4-3 in Big Ten play, which is very impressive. Unfortunately, the most recent Big Ten game coming at Maryland, disappointing overtime loss. Talk about that game and kind of, does it compare to Syracuse at all, in which it's a very tough loss, but it's against a very formidable opponent?
A little back and forth here. Wisconsin will have a throw-in on the near side. If you're just joining us, it is senior night in Bloomington. Happy Halloween. 37 left in this first half. A 0-0 ball game. An affair that last year saw 4 total goals, 2-2 draw between these two teams.
Indiana looking to threaten, 20 yards out, shot and save. That left-footed shot coming from Tanner Thompson.
Wisconsin will look to gain a little more possession. They've certainly had counterattack opportunities, but nothing where they've had enough guys up front to really pose a formidable, consistent threat.
Indiana goes down early this half. An extra pass from Robert Johnson. A 3 from no other than Yogi Ferrell.
The whole myth that only seniors can score on senior night, totally outdone by the true freshman, Austin Poncho. This is a guy coached by former Hoosier Tim Walters, and he led his team in goals and assists his freshman year of high school.
Just a smidge better at 38, but Brian, the big difference has been the rebounding.
11 offensive rebounds for Indiana, 25 total compared to just Bellarmine's 10. Indiana has 5 players with 4 or more rebounds, one of them being point guard Yogi Ferrell. A great sign for Indiana. Thompson with the ball on the near side, numbers up front for Indiana. That ball sent in slightly too much as Keller gets off his line, but kicked out by Evansville defender Chris Shuck, the sophomore from Kentucky. Grew up as a Kentucky fan, a big Kentucky basketball fan. Easy to see why, such a great program they have there. Just ask Christian Watford. Thompson with the throw from the near side, a far throw. Femi with a header, Femi with a goal! I think a lot of people expected much closer of a game. Give credit to IU on the defensive side, keeping Bellarmine to just 8 of 23 from the field, 17% from 3.
As Fives has the ball on the near side, he's seen the ball a lot at his feet. Dish it off to Poncho. See if Poncho can do some damage. The freshman will take on 2 defenders, and the ball goes out of bounds. A goal kick.
Goal kick.
Coming for Wisconsin. 90 seconds left in this one. A long series between the two, 35-5-6. This would be the 36th win for Indiana, and more importantly, the 700th win of IU men's soccer history. A mark that speaks about the Yeagley family, IU soccer, IU athletics, and IU supporters.
Under a minute into this half, and Suggs already has back-to-back threes from the top of the arc. a good sign for Coach Davenport, and really a true test to a lot of teams is not so much what they're doing when they go into their locker room, but it's how they react coming out of the locker room.
Coach Todd Yeagley wanted a foul called there. Todd Yeagley, a former player of Wisconsin coach John Trask. And now these two get the privilege to coach against each other. Both coaches have done great things on the field, even more exceptional things off the field. As Indiana will look to threaten up top. Sends a ball in. Femi Hollander-Jansen almost finds himself on the end of that, and a corner kick for Thompson on the near side. Indiana 8-4-1 when leading in corner kicks. You'll see there Billy McConnell, the defender, getting involved on the offensive side. Almost finds Femi Hollander-Jansen on the far post.